Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bruins will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma State's offense takes the field for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Back to throw, it's Flores. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man, it's Freeman. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So UCLA's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Thomas. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Hauls it in. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Using the quick game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. And look for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
Quarterback tried to do it himself, but he will not get there. It'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to...
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Flores. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a 1-yard gain.
They'll test the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his target down the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the Bruins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Pressure coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. The ball is out behind the line. And the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Flores. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Steps away. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Bruins are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Woods.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Racing down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he slides after picking up the 1st down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Fitzpatrick. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Brock. Breaks the tackle. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. This is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Flips it out in the flat. Turning on the Jets. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Sends it downfield. Holds it in on the left. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bruins. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Freeman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking downfield, it's Flores. Quickly complete. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Fitzpatrick. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Buys a little time. Rolling right and going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Iamaleava. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Matthews. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups.
Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Flores. Punts it out of the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Freeman. And he make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll open the second half on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Pulls it in, it's Robinson. He's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bruins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Bruins brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Give to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Bruins will go for it on 4th down. Under fire. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settled for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? First down.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? A designed run for the quarterback. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. They got Zippo zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
The Cowboys buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's 4. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Finding an escape route. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference, defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Bruins! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And, Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? In big size, I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You could tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
To the air, it's Flores. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity look. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
The Bruins are flying down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got his man quickly. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bruins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hammond. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get